Today, we're diving into something that's a massive headache in the Indian job market, something that can feel like, well, a career prison sentence. We're talking about the 90-day notice period.
So, have you ever been in this spot? You land this amazing new job offer, you're super excited, and then, bam! You're told you're stuck in your old job for 3 long months. If that sounds familiar, well, you're definitely in the right place.
Yeah, 90 days. That number, it can feel like an absolute momentum killer, right? A total prison sentence. But here's a thought. What if you could flip the script? What if you could turn this annoying delay into your secret weapon? Okay, let's get into it.
All right, first things first. Let's really get a handle on the situation. Why is this 90-day rule even a thing? And why does it feel so, uniquely unfair to so many of us here in India?
I mean, just look at this comparison. It's pretty wild. In the US, you're looking at 2 weeks. China, about 30 days. But here, up to 90. This whole long notice period thing, it's pretty much an Indian corporate special. And let's be honest, it puts us at a huge disadvantage on the world stage.
And this quote, oh man, it just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? This is where the real frustration kicks in. It's this total hypocrisy from recruiters, They'll tell you, we need you to join in 15 days, like yesterday. But the second you want to leave their company, suddenly it's, oh, you have to serve the full 90 days. It's an impossible spot to be.
So what's the real reason they do this? It's easy to flatter yourself and think, oh, they can't live without me. But honestly, it's usually not about how indispensable you are. It's about control. And all their leverage, all their power in this situation, it boils down to one single piece of paper.
And here it is, the relieving letter. This thing is the key to everything. See, your next company absolutely needs this letter to finalize your job offer. And your current company? Oh, they know that. They know it's their ultimate trump card to make sure you stick around for that entire long notice period.
Okay, now, here's a little legal tidbit that most people have no idea about. Believe it or not, a company can't actually force you to work. There's this thing called Section 14 of the Specific Relief Act, which basically says they can't legally enforce a contract for personal service. So now they can't literally chain you to your desk, which brings up a pretty big question.
So why does it feel like they can? Well, because they don't need to chain you to your desk. All they have to do is hold that relieving letter and your final pay hostage. And just like that, they've created this trap. It's not about the law. It's about leverage. They use your next job's requirements against you to lock you in.
But listen, this is not a one-sided fight. What if you had your own playbook, your own strategy? This is where we completely shift the dynamic. We're going from being a hostage in the system to becoming a savvy player who knows the rules of the game and knows how to use them.
Let's talk about the offer shopping strategy. This is brilliant. Think of it less as waiting and more as, well, social engineering your own career path. That 90-day notice period, it's no longer a dead zone. It's your prime window of opportunity. You get offer A, put in your papers, and then you use that time to hunt for an even better offer B, maybe even a fantastic offer C. Each one becomes a stepping stone.
And get this, the whole game is about to change. There's a new rule coming into play, a huge update to the labor laws that's going to give you a massive new advantage in this whole negotiation.
Yep, this right here is a total game changer. The new labor code says that your full and final settlement, your F&F, has to be processed within just 2 working days of your last day. What does that mean? It means HR can't dangle your final paycheck over your head for weeks or months anymore. It basically snatches away one of their biggest weapons.
Okay, so with all this new knowledge, how do you actually make it happen? How do you engineer that early exit? Let's get practical. We're going to walk through an actionable roadmap with 3 proven hacks you can use.
So, here are 3 solid strategies that actually work. First, the health grounds hack. Companies tend to be pretty sensitive about this, so a genuine health reason can really speed things up. Second, use your vacation days. Adjust your last day by cashing in that paid leave you've earned. And third, the good old negotiated buyout. This is where you or even your new company pays a part of your salary to get you out early. Pro tip, a mix of these is often your best bet.
And as you're navigating all of this, you've got to remember one crucial thing. This quote says it all. They have your time, but they don't have your loyalty. Serving your notice period is a contract. You owe them your time. That's it. You don't owe them your passion or your soul. Your focus, your energy, your loyalty, that belongs to your future, to that awesome next step you're taking.
That relieving letter is a whole other can of worms, and trust me, we'll be digging into that in a future explainer. But for now, let me just leave you with this question to chew on. When you really think about it,
In all of corporate India, is that one simple piece of paper the biggest blackmail tool an employer has to control your entire career path? Something to think about.